Hey guys, A to Z Interactive have just released a new trailer for Survive the Night. It's coming soon. It's a zombie survival game, something we've seen a lot of. Will it work? Well, I think the trailer's quite interesting, so I've broken it down here so we can take a closer look. From the beginning they stress this is about survival in the wild. We are in a forest and we're up against nature as well as these zombie hordes. And it's interesting they've put this first. It's the first thing you see. That's their message. You are surviving, and so the mechanics and the resources gathering are going to be key towards that goal. So who are these characters? He's raiding this house here. Is this a multiplayer game? Are these other players? I really hope they are. Single player games are good, but you tend to run out of storyline, don't you? If you've got multiplayer, there's lots of options for roleplay. Let's hope that that element is here in this game. Now, I would say that the movement of the players, I don't think is that great looking at this. But again, it's still in development, so it may improve. There's a little menu information bar pop up here. I don't know what I think of it. It doesn't really do a lot for the immersion, but maybe that's not what they're going for. There are other menus in game which we'll look at later. The style's a bit like The Long Dark or 7 Days to Die, maybe a mix between the two. It doesn't quite look real because there's certain blockiness to the design, and maybe that's how they organise the animation. I'm not a game designer, but it doesn't look as good as I'd hope it would. I much prefer to see as real an image as possible when something where the habitat, where the land, the nature that they're showing us looks so pristine and clean. The zombies, like the characters, have a blocky feel to them. I don't quite know what to make of them. They're wearing clothes, and some of them got masks on. Their bodies seem to be contorted into all sorts of unusual positions, which you probably would expect from the undead. But they don't look hugely real to me. Now, I don't know how I'm going to react when I actually play the game and have them come at me. Are they going to be less scary or more scary because of this? Is this just a style that we have to accept when we play the game? The weapon models look amazing, as does this sight, and the kick of the gun looked really good. So very convincing. The sound was good as well. But how many models are in game? I didn't see that many in the trailer. The menus look quite complex. When you look at this one on the left hand side here, there are lots of different tabs, and then on the right you've got some kind of ingredients or list of things that are actually probably going into this campfire that you're looking at. So I don't know how it's going to work, but it does look potentially over complicated or really detailed, and therefore very involved, which could be really cool. So how is this going to work? How's time going to work? How are the seasons going to work? Are we going to see our character age over years? It's really peculiar, and it stresses the harvesting and making sure you have stuff for the winter period. That's good. It implies a base. We've got to keep a base stored. But how are we going to play out these months as the seasons change? Lots and lots of questions on this one. I'm really impressed with how the interaction works here. Placing objects on shelves, it means we're going to be able to store a lot more in our bases rather than have to rely on slots within an inventory of a container. So I much prefer that. We can stack things up. Maybe there won't be a limit on the amount of things you can store in a space like this, which would be really cool for raiding as well, so you get lots of loot. It looks a bit like Stranded Deep, and I like the personalised nature of it, how you can place things in particular positions and look at them and stand back, and there you go, that's your loot. So to survive the night, what you obviously need is a whole range of traps. And it looks like there's an impressive array. We've got fire traps that create walls of fire. We've got explosive traps. We've got crossbow traps you'll see later. There's a whole range of things, and that is what this game is about. You've got to survive the night, and hopefully they're going to give us the tools to do that. So the night looks really dark. I mean, this is hardcore, solid, can't see through the night type of stuff. So I think that's really cool. The emphasis needs to be on the difficulty of surviving during the night, hence the name Survive the Night. So this looks great. Barricading at long last. Do we have a working system in this game? We've got locks. We've seen him putting planks up over windows. It looked a little bit precarious, that. But the nails were going in. Will this be an effective system? And is it more protection against zombies or players? So we'll just have to see. But it looks like they've got quite a few options here, which I think is quite exciting. So what do we make of Survive the Night? So far, from what I can see in this trailer, it really is focused on creating your home and protecting yourself against those zombies, which makes me think more of 7 Days to Die rather than DayZ. The graphics wise, it's stylized, and as yet, I can't make a decision whether I like the way the zombies look. They've got to be scary rather than silly, so we'll just have to see. Even 7 Days to Die has had to really work on making those zombies look great. And then the rest of it, the guns look pretty cool, the environment looks amazing. I'm certainly going to dive into this game and give it as much as I can. It's a genre that has been saturated, and people have failed, and people are failing still. So let's just see. I'm going to give it a chance, guys. Let me know what you think down below. If you've got any questions or observations, put them down there so we can share and discuss, and hopefully see another survival game enter a genre that is taking a bit of a battering at the moment. Guys, I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.